Okay, so today we talked about finding the area of irregular polygons by breaking down these complex figures into either multiple rectangles or rectangles and triangles. So for your homework, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip down to number 3. 1 and 2 kind of give you all of the measurements. So we're going to take a look at number 3. And this is one where you actually have to find, to calculate some hidden measurements. So we're going to start by drawing a line and making this section right here one big rectangle. Okay, so there's our big rectangle. And if it helps you, color it in just like I have to show the different shapes and the different side lengths. Okay, so we know that the area formula for finding area of a rectangle is length times width. I'm going to show that work. I'm going to show it right there in that box, but you guys have a box on your paper to show it on. Okay, now we're going to substitute in the length of 5 meters and a width of 3 meters. So now we have area equals 5 meters times 3 meters. So we know that the area of this section right here is 15 meters squared. Okay, so one section down, and we got 2 more to go. Okay, now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to draw a line and make this a really skinny little rectangle off to the side here. Okay, so there's our new rectangle. And I've got to find the measurement. So I know that the width is 1. Okay, but I've got to find this entire side length. So like this piece right here is saying that from here to here is 4, but we know that the entire side of this shape is 5 meters long. Okay, if this is 5, then this is 5. Okay, so our area formula for a rectangle is length times width. We're going to fill in our 5 for our length and 1 for our width. So the area of this little skinny rectangle off to the side here is 5 meters squared. Okay, so now we have this little section right here that we haven't dealt with yet. So that's going to be our last piece of the puzzle there. Okay, so the first thing that we need to figure out is if this whole side length is 7, then what is just the blue part? Okay, so we know that from here to here is 3. So that would stand to reason that from here to here is 3 meters. Okay, we know that from here to here is 1. Okay, so rectangles, this side is also going to be 1. Okay, so we know the whole thing is 7. This little section is 3. This little section is 1. Okay, so we have 4 meters accounted for. So our blue section is 3. Okay, 3 plus 1 gives us an entire side length of 7. Okay, now we also need to figure out what our, if this is 3 is our length, we need to figure out what this width is. And we kind of figured it out when we did the last one. Okay, if this whole side length is 5, but from here to here is 4, then this little piece right here is just 1. Okay, so we're going to use the area formula for a rectangle. Area equals length times width. We have a length of 3 meters, a width of 1 meter. So the area is 3 meters squared. Okay. Now, to get the area of our complex shape, all we have to do is find the total area. We're going to add up all of the pieces that we found. So we have 15 meters plus 3 meters plus 5 meters. 15 in the purple, 3 in the blue, and then 5 in the green. Okay, so when we add those together, we get a total area of 23 meters squared. Okay, that's what you're going to do for every question. You're going to break it apart either into multiple rectangles or into a triangle and a rectangle. You're going to find the area of the individual pieces and then just add them together.